Jenny McKenzie here again, and I've got another quick Tabata, cardio Tabata booty sculpting workout for you today. And all you need are some bands. It's up to you, the resistance bands. This is a heavy resistance band, the band you want to use. But I love these because this really ups the ante when you're trying to get some resistance in there and really elevates your cardio. And you can stick a band in your purse. You can do this at the park. If you have a minute, you can do it anywhere. So I have fallen in love with these bands, and I put together this quick cardio booty sculpting Tabata for you. Okay, so you're gonna start off, you're just gonna place the band around your ankles, like this. And for this Tabata, we're gonna be doing 20 seconds on, so 20 seconds of work followed by 10 seconds of rest. And I will be doing this circuit 3 times. Feel free to repeat it more times if you'd like to. Sometimes I do it as many as 5 times. But I'm just gonna do this one 3 times. It's 10 different exercises, so it should take us a little more than 15 minutes, and it's gonna give you a great cardio workout, and it's gonna scoop the booty at the same time. And it's not gonna be so intense where we need a really intense warm up for the beginning, but if you want to, just sort of roll your shoulders, stretch your shoulders out, stretch out the triceps, kind of do some trunk rotations, just anything you need to do to get yourself warmed up. But we're gonna go ahead and get started, so go ahead and put the band around your ankles. Again, this is a heavy band. Just choose a band that's gonna give you ample, good resistance and up that cardio, but it's not gonna completely wear you out because we're gonna be doing some jumping around in these. So I'll go ahead and start my timer. So we're gonna start with a band resistant jumping jack. We're just gonna be here for 20 seconds. It's just a simple jumping jack. You should already feel that band kind of starting to work the glute and that outer hip. All right. That was 20 seconds. Go ahead and give yourself 10 seconds of rest. The next, so during my rest, I'm going to show you is going to be the kickback. So come to a demi squat, and you're just going to kick back with the opposite leg. Okay, we're going to start. So get into that demi squat. I'm just going to kick back, come to the squat, kick back, come to the squat, kick back, come to the squat. And when you kick back, you're really contracting the top of that glute to get as much distance as you can behind you, as you can. All right, we're gonna stop. And the next exercise we're gonna do are skaters. So it's just a skater, but with a band. So you're just gonna jump from side to side. We're gonna start now. So make sure that leg comes behind. Skater, 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 skater. You're not going to be able to get as much of a jump in here because again you have that band, but just get it in there as good as you can. All right, that was 20 seconds. My band sort of started to slide up, so I'm going to slide it back down around my ankles. The next one are in and out squat jumps. So you're going to start with your feet hip width apart. We're going to start now here and here. And you're going to jump out into a sumo squat. Keeping same principles apply. So keep the weight in the heels. I'm going to turn the high so you can see. Keep your weight back when you jump in and out of that squat. So keep jumping in and out, in and out, in and out. Keep tension on your band so that your band doesn't, roll up. Now that I said that, we are going to roll the band up to our thighs, and we're going to do those kickbacks with the band at our thighs. So keep tension, come into the squat, kick back, kick back. You always want to keep tension on your band so that it doesn't roll up, and it gets really annoying. Squat, kick back, squat, kick back, squat, kick back, all right? The next exercises are those skaters with the band around the thigh. This is kind of tough to keep the band in place, so just kind of do your best. So we're just going to hop from side to side in those skaters. Again, just always keep tension on that band. You'll know you're doing it wrong or a little incorrectly if the band starts to go to roll up or down. That means you're not keeping enough tension on the band when you're in neutral position for the exercise. All right. All right, so our next exercise, we're keeping the band around our thighs, is a squat jump. So we're gonna start now, squat jump, side leg lift. And we're gonna alternate the leg we lift. Jump, pop the hips up, lift to the side. Jump, come down, lift to the side. Jump, lift that leg. Jump, lift that leg. Jump, lift that leg. Last one on that side. All right, so the next one, these are called pop squats. And you're just gonna come, you're gonna pop forward, sink back into the squat, starting now. So jump forward, onto the toes. So you're popping your hip forward, and then you're coming back into the squat. Forward, weight back in the heels for the squat. This helps you practice that hip pop for good forms, for good squat form, and especially good squat jump form. All right? Give yourself, see, this will get you. The Tabatas will get you. So you're gonna start at one side, and you're just gonna do a side-to-side shuffle. However big your space is, I purposely made mine small so that you can see you don't need a lot of space. Just make sure you're staying low in the shuffle. You're keeping your legs far enough apart to keep that band under tension. And you're just going from side to side. This next one, we're actually on the mat. I call this the booty march. So you're gonna get down, you're gonna come into a glute bridge, and you're just gonna keep, starting now, lifting the leg, you're marching, you're marching. This is tough to kind of keep the band in place, but just do your best. Keep that band in tension, hold it if you need to, and just keep marching, and marching, and marching, and marching, and marching. And that was your last exercise for the first round. Again, I'm gonna be doing this for 3 rounds, but I'm gonna go ahead and give yourself a minute of rest. So go ahead and grab a drink of water, kind of keep moving from side to side if you need to. But we're gonna go ahead and do a full minute of rest before we start back up at the top with our jumping jacks. Just kind of swing your arms, just make sure you stay moving as you get this rest. You don't want your heart rate to come fully down to where you're resting. Go grab a drink of water if you need to. If you don't, just kind of do some step touches here like me. Maybe do step touches with the band. Feel that resistance on the outer glute and hip. All right, doing some step touches here. I'm gonna stretch out my arms a little bit, stretch out the triceps, maybe stretch out the quads if you need to, or the hamstrings. Oh, stretch down the back of the leg. I put my bands on. All right, we've got about 10 more seconds, and we're gonna get right back into it. Let me straighten out my mat with the jumping jacks. In 3, 2, 1, so keep that band under tension, and 20 seconds, jumping jacks. Jumping jacks, and jumping jacks. And after the jumping jacks, we're doing kickbacks with the bands at our ankles. So keep it up with these jumping jacks. You're doing great. And again, like I said, this is a great workout you can do when you're at the park with your kids. All right, that was 20 seconds. Or if you're going on a walk down a trail, you can pull off to the side and do, some Tabata sets. So again, come into that demi squat and kick back. Reset, kick back with the alternate foot, alternate leg. Again, keep your weight in the heels, keep your booty back, and really just try to contract that glute to bring the band as far back as you can. It may look silly, but it's very effective. All right, go ahead and get you a 10-second rest. And we're gonna get right back at it with the skaters in about 3 seconds here. So go ahead and set up, and we're just gonna jump from side to side. So get low, keep that band under tension, and just hop from side to side. Like I said, this is a heavy resistance band, so I'm breathing hard. I'm really starting to feel this. Just kind of hop from side to side, do those skaters. Use your arms as a counterbalance so you can kind of pop from side to side more easily. We're done there, and now we're going to do our in and out squat jumps. In and out squat jumps with the weight at the heels, so squat. So you're doing a regular squat, feet hip width apart, to a sumo squat. I'm gonna do a side angle. Same good principles apply. Weight back. You're just dropping the booty. And you're going in and out, in and out, in. Whoop. All right, we're done there. About 9 seconds. Go ahead and move that band up to your thighs. About a palm length from your knee. And we're gonna do those kickbacks with the band at our thighs. Reset with the demi. You always want to reset with that good demi squat. All right. And again, you can kind of use your arm as a counterbalance. Go ahead and straighten out your band during that next 10-second rest, and we're gonna do the skaters with the band at our thigh. Again, these are it's kind of tough here to keep the band under proper tension. So just go ahead and reset if you need to, but don't take up too much of that work time. Reset it. Use that arm as a counterbalance so you can really get into the skaters. All right, we're keeping that band around, and this time we're doing the squat, jump, side leg lift. I like Tabatas because they move along really quickly from exercise to exercise. All right, and it really makes the whole workout go by a lot faster. So come up, make sure you're popping that hip. Pop that hip, sink into the squat, raise that leg. Pop those hips. Pop those hips, raise that leg. Hip, contract, pop that hip. Really feel it in that gluteus medius and outer glute. Right here, 10-second rest, and we're doing those pop squats. So again, keep that band under good tension, sink into a squat, pop up onto the toes, into the squat. Pop up, down into a squat. Pop up, into a squat. This really helps with good squat form, because a lot of people forget to contract the glute and pop the hip forward at the top of the squat, which is almost as important as good squat form itself. All right, go ahead and rest for 10 seconds. We're gonna do that side to side shuffle. So why don't you scoot all the way to the one side of your mat if you're using a mat. Get into that good kind of fighter stance and shuffle, tap. Always keeping that band under tension to get the most out of this workout. Tap. Always make sure you're staying in that good demi squat. Your weight obviously will be on the balls of your foot now. It's 20 seconds because you're to shuffle from side to side. All right, go ahead and lay down on your mat. We're gonna do that booty march. So here we go, booty up. Do your best to keep that band in place and just march, 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 march. See, even my band's kind of creeping up on me a little bit here. All right. Really engage that core, engage that glutes, those glutes to keep your weight up. All right, that was your last exercise of set 2. Go ahead, and you can take the band, put the band around their ankle if you want to, grab a drink. Just remember, allow for enough time to come back to reset that band if you need to. Stretch out the quads if your quads are really burning. All right, pull back. Maybe roll down, roll up one vertebrae at a time, roll those shoulders back, roll them forward, roll all the way down, come on, roll the shoulders back. Just kind of do some dynamic stretches, maybe sink and move side to side, stretch out that inner thigh. Those hip abductors and adductors. Kind of stretch out. All right, we've got about 20 seconds to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and reset my band because I don't want to be caught off guard on wears. Make sure you've got a good band. Get that under some good tension. Look at, I got like 7 seconds to go before we start with our jumping jacks. I'm feeling pretty good. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. All right, we've got 20 seconds of jumping jacks here. Make sure you're keeping that band under good tension. Get that heart rate back up before we go to our kickbacks. Whew. My heart rate is up there. I hope yours is too. You're doing great. All right. All right, that was 20 seconds. Go ahead and come to the top of the mat. We're going to go ahead and do those kickbacks again. So sink into that demi squat, keep your weight back in the heels. Raise your toes if you can, and really just contract those muscles all down your side and your glute to really get that leg back there as far as you can. If you can, try to do it on an exhale. See, I'm not even talking easily because I'm contracting my core. All right, go ahead and take a rest. And all those muscles, skaters are up next, to make sure I'm really maximizing that kickback. All right, so the skaters, think of that demi squat, and you're going from side to side, behind. Again, use those arms as a counterweight and make sure you're maintaining tension on the band, both when your feet are spread apart and when your foot is going behind you on the diagonal. All 20 seconds there. I'm gonna go ahead and fix my band before I do the in and out squat jumps because I did start to creep up on me there. Reset, all right, let's start with in and out squat jumps. Same good principles apply. Hip width apart, heel squat, squat, squat. And I'm landing with my heels first because I'm keeping my weight back and my butt down. Right? Side to side, in and out squat jump. All right, you're doing so good. I know this one's tough and you are done with this one. All right, go ahead and move that band up to your thighs, about a palm's width above the knee. And we're going to go ahead and do those kickbacks with the bands at our knee. So make sure you reset at the demi squat every time. And this takes a lot of muscle contraction in your lower back, as well as your glute when you move the band up. Demi squat, kick that leg back. Kick that leg back. Pretend like there's a punching bag behind you. Oh, you're someone really irritated. I'm kidding. Punching bag. All right, we're doing those skaters. Bands at our thighs, get under good tension. Jump from side to side. Side to side. I really do recommend when you do jumping workouts as well that you have a good supportive mat or gym flooring that absorbs a lot of the impact. So the floor absorbs a lot of impact instead of your knees and your joints. All right, that was 20 seconds there. We are doing the squat, jump, side leg lifts. Sorry. I'm really out of breath, you can't tell. So squat, jump, come up, lift the leg. Jump, pop the hips, land, and raise that leg laterally as high as you can get it. The bands are gonna make it more difficult. You can't come to, a complete 90-degree angle, but really make sure, flex the foot, to really make sure you're raising that leg as far out laterally as you can. All right, so next are coming up with those pop squats. I love these things. Really helps you work on form, and I think they're just fun. So squat, pop with the ball of the foot. Pop with the ball of the foot. And when you pop, you're really thrusting that hip forward and contracting that glute at the top. Hopefully I can do a close-up here for you of my booty so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the side of our mat. We're doing that side-to-side shuffle. So kind of get into that good shuffle stance. Keep the band under tension. Shuffle from side to side. Keep the weight back in that booty even though you're shuffling on the balls of your feet. And you're really make sure you're keeping those hip abductors under tension the entire time. All right, it should be burning on your outer glute. All right, during this next 10 seconds, go ahead. We're doing those booty marches. So go ahead and get yourself into that glute bridge. Make sure you've got ample tension here and start marching and marching and marching. Keep that foot flexed to really make sure all those muscles are under good tension and you're landing with your heel first. All right. Now I know I said I was only going to do 3 times, but I'm feeling really good and I like even numbers, so I'm going to go ahead and give you a 4th round just for free because why not? So go ahead and grab you a minute of rest. Go grab a drink of water. Strap on in for that 4th set. I'm really sorry if you were looking forward to the 3rd being the last one, but sometimes it is. Sometimes you just need that extra push. And you should be feeling really good. I feel really good, nice and warm. Go ahead and hug out those shoulders. Maybe stretch those quads a bit. All right, really make sure you're dynamically stretching, staying warmed up. You don't want to completely stop and bring that, drop that heart rate all the way down. Roll all the way down, touch the toes, roll up, roll your shoulders back, roll them forward. Roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. Roll back up, roll the shoulders back. We've got about 15 seconds before our 4th set. So go ahead and reset the band at those ankles and get ready for those jumping jacks. All right? Again, so here we go. They're at my ankles or slightly above it. Got about 3 seconds, bands under tension, and I'm ready to go with the jumping jacks. Hopefully you are too. Hopefully you didn't turn me off, make me feel so bad. Before I give you your bonus 4th round. Whoop, whoop. All right. This is just so much fun. You need to even it out. I like even numbers. All right, that was 20 seconds. Go ahead and give yourself 10 seconds of rest and set up for those kickbacks. So I'm gonna face you opposite side this time, come into the demi squat, and you're gonna kick back, reset, kick back, reset. Make sure you're taking the time to reset every time, because you're gonna collect yourself, gather your balance, and you're really gonna get to power through, to put a lot of power behind those kickbacks. Kick back, kick back, kick back, all right? Next exercise up is the skater, so really make sure you're keeping that band under tension. You don't wanna bring your legs all the way together during the rest, because then it's just a pain in the butt to reset in the middle of the workout, and then you're behind, and you're all stressed out. Plus, when you keep it under tension, you're working all those little stabilizer muscles and muscles to keep it there. All right, make sure you're doing a little hop. See, my band's starting to roll up. Whoops, here I am, big mouth. All right, I'm gonna take these 10 seconds, I'm gonna fix myself before we start with those in and out squat jumps. All right, so set yourself up for success here, feet hip width apart, sink your weight back into the heels, and jump. Out and in. So when you jump out into that sumo, make sure you're kind of turning those feet out to the 10 and 2 as well. Really work that inner thigh in the sumo, but you're still keeping your weight back. I'm still landing heel first, all right? All right, you've got 10 seconds. So for these 10 seconds, we're gonna go ahead and put that weight, band up around our thighs, and we're gonna do those kickbacks. So from here, get yourself into a good demi squat, kick back and reset. Kick back and reset. Kick back and reset. Really make sure you're getting a lot of power behind that kickback. So that's why you wanna take the time to reset every time, all right? Plus it keeps that booty under tension. We're doing the skaters with the band around our thighs. Go ahead, give yourself those 4 seconds. Is it just me, or do the breaks just seem to get shorter and shorter? I think it's just me, because they're always 10 seconds, but they seem shorter and shorter. The harder and harder I'm working, but that's good, because I am burning calories, burning fat, getting those endorphins up, feeling really good about myself. All right, the skaters. All right, you're done. You've got 10. You've earned yourself a 10-second rest before we do those squat jumps, lateral leg lifts. All right, so jump up, down, come up, and raise that leg. Come up, down, raise that leg. Jump, raise that leg. Pop those hips when you come up, and keep your weight back when you come back down into the squat. A great way to make sure, all right, give yourself 10 seconds, we're doing the pop squats. A great way to make sure you're keeping your weight back truly when you do the squats is to get you a broomstick. Raise your arms above your head. Okay, pop squat, so squat, come up, down, up, down, pop, down, pop, down. More on that after this in our next 10-second break. We're getting to where I cannot talk while I work out anymore, which is a good thing. So pop, pop. All right, so you got 10 seconds. We're doing that side-to-side shuffle. A good way to really make sure you're truly keeping your weight back when you do those squats is to shuffle a broomstick, put it over your head, and see how low into a squat you can sink without moving that broomstick. And when I mean over your head, I mean your head is peeking out through in between your arms, kind of like a picture frame. You're popping through the picture frame, and you want to drop into a squat and maintain that the entire time. Then you truly know that you're keeping your weight back, okay? Drop into that glute bridge. Last time we're doing this, woohoo! Unless you're really, all right, keep raising the legs, unless you're a big go-getter and you want to go for a 5th round, huh? I'm not going to here, don't worry. And plus I think you should have it memorized by now, or maybe you wrote it down. We've got 3 more seconds. All right, and we are good. We are going to do a little cool down, a little stretching, because it's really important, almost as important as the warm-up. So go ahead, get yourself a few good deep breaths. Inhale, roll your shoulders. Rolling forward, inhale, roll. And then at the top of the roll, exhale. Now I want you to bend at the knees. Inhale, Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale. Now what I want you to do is I want you to kind of sink into a one-legged chair like this. Stay there for a second. Really, really feel that stretch in the IT band and the outside of the glute. Come up. Stretch the other side. Come up to standing. Stretch the other side. And feel free, if you really feel like you need a stretch in one area, feel free to stay there and hold it. I just kind of like to keep the stretching dynamic this way. Try to keep your weight centered. Don't lean over like I did on the last one. All right, now what I want you to do is squat. Come, hello. I want you to squat, come up and stretch the quad. And squat, stretch the quad. Squat, and stretch the quad. And these are just sort of demi squats to make sure the blood's flowing as we stretch the quad. And remember what I said about activating and elongating in the quad stretch? You're just doing this, but on a quicker scale. So if you see me, I'm activating, elongating, all in one quick motion with the squat. All right? So I want you to come to the side. I want you to do a side squat. Reach through with your opposite hand. Reach through. So reach for the inside of that left foot with the right hand, then switch and reach across with that left hand when you come up. I'm just going to do that to kind of stretch out the obliques, give you some good trunk rotation. We're going to switch sides, so lean over to the right, reach for that right ankle with the left hand, reach through with your right hand. This is just a really great stretch for your thigh, your inner thigh, and for those obliques, both of which you work